Good day, sir. I am Lizelle Pacante, the next reporter of the Group 3. So I'm going to discuss about the Student's Driver's Permit. So what is Student's Driver's Permit? It is a kind of document is issued to a person who decide to learn or who decide how to drive cannot operate a vehicle unless accompanied by any instructor who either be a licensed professional or a non-professional driver. So the applicant must fulfill the following. First is, must be at least 16 years of age. B, must be physically sound and good health with no contagious ailments, which is katong mga disease or skin disease nga makatakod sa other person. Next is, must be mentally capable, kanang okay o panghuna-huna. Then, must know how to read and write in his native dialect. For example, in case of mag-drive sila, tagbo silang mga signs or mga informational signs or mga warning signs, makasabot ra sila unsa na siya pamaagi or unsa na siya paggamit para makalikay o kanang accident. Then must apply personally at any LTO and have with him the following document. First, document of a birth proof that is 16 years old. It's either niya, joint affidavit by two not related individuals attesting to the age of the applicant. Second is SSS identification card, passport and voter's ID para ma-identify nga 16 years of age siya. Next is the applicants whose age is between 16 to 18 years old and affidavits is consent signed by the parents or by the applicant legal guardian. Para kuan kanang na sila consent nga mo drive sila o tugutan sila sa pag-drive nga tugutan sila para makabalo mo drive. Next is 2 pieces of 1 by 1 black and white or colored photographs of the applicant para sa ilang application. Next is payment of the following. First, the application fee 100, the student's permit fee 150, and the computer fee 67. The total of 317.63. And note that the student's permit is only valid for up to 12 months from the date of issue. 1 year ang valid na niya, ma-expire na din siya. Then driver's examination. The written examination of non-professional license is 40 questions. So you need to have 30 out of 40. Then sa professional license kay 60 questions, then you need to have 50 out of 60 questions. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Joel Caneda, and I am going to continue the report of Group 3. Now, let's proceed to the road test. So when we say road test, it is to test how well a person is able to drive a vehicle. Now, the actual road test will be undertaken under the auspice of a driving skill rater. So when we say auspice, meaning guidance of a driving skill rater. So kaning driving skill rater, it is one of the employee of the LTO who administers theoretical examination and practical driving examination under the application of driver's license. Now, this actual road test will have to be scheduled in advance, and the applicant will have to provide vehicle in which the road test will be conducted. So the applicant should make sure that the vehicle used is in proper working condition and is currently registered, for the safetyness of the applicant and for the people on the road. Now, during the road test, the applicant will be rated according to his proficiency on the following aspects. First, A, that the applicant is aware of and capable of performing a check on the primary components of the vehicle, such as the engine, the tires, the battery, the lights, windshield wipers, brakes, transmitters, and clutch. So, as a person owning a vehicle, it is very important for us to know the primary components of the vehicle so that we might find any problems that may cause danger to the road, so that we, as ourselves driving a vehicle, will be in safety. Now, let's proceed to the proper use and correct positioning hands on the steering wheel. So according to the National Highway and Traffic Safety Administration, the correct positioning of the hand is the 9-3 of lock position. Now, let's proceed to the proper engine control and use of the gear shift lever and the foot pedal. Next is the proper speed control and observance and practice of the road discipline. So as a driver or as an applicant, it is very important for us to observe the speed limit in the road. So like for example, we are in the school zone. So we need to slow down. Now, let's proceed to letter E. Proper knowledge and interpretation of road signs and markings. So as a driver, it is very important for us to have a proper knowledge about the road, about the signs, the markings, so that it will navigate us to safely and avoid dangers or accidents. Now, letter F. Proper turning procedure. No. So as a driver, it is very important also for us to use our signals when we turn. So like for example, when we turn to the left, we need to use the left signals. And not just that, we also need to make sure if there are any approaching vehicles before we turn. So we need to look into our side mirror if there are any approaching vehicle. And then we also need to turn off the signal after we already completed the turn. Now, let's proceed to G. Proper backing procedures. So in backing, it is also very important for us to look in the back and see if there are any approaching vehicle or people. And lastly, proper parking procedure. So in proper parking procedure, it is very important for us to park in a space that is legal and safe. Now, the applicant will be credited with the score of 100 points at the start of the road test. Each infraction of unsatisfactory performance will be listed down on a road test. Score sheet and the corresponding deduction made at the end of the test. Passing code will be 70 points or total possible deduction of 30 points. Now, let's proceed to B, mandatory drug test. So it is mandatory to all driver license applicants except for student driver's permit to pass a drug test conducted by duly LTO accredited drug testing centers. Now, C, driver's restriction code. So in driver's restriction code, it is a designation on our driver's license that limits the type of vehicle we are allowed to use. So these codes are assigned by the LTO in the Philippines and are based on the vehicle's gross weight, which is the total weight of the vehicle. Like for example, the cargo, passengers, and accessories. Now, when the driver is issued a license, the driver's restriction code is indicated as follows. So first is the motorcycles. And number 1, motorcycles or motorized vehicle. So maano siya ang mga motor type drivers. Next is the vehicle up 4,500 kilograms gross vehicle weight. So maano siya ang mga light passengers, like for example, mga cars, pickups, mga sedans, and SUVs. Next, number 3. Vehicle above 4,500 kilograms gross vehicle weight. So these are those vehicles, like for example, mga delivery or commercial use. Next, number 5. Automatic clutch above 4,500 kilograms gross vehicle weight. So, ano siya ang mga delivery trucks. Next is number 6. Articulated vehicle, 1,600 kilograms gross vehicle weight and below. So, ano siya ang mga small trailers, mga caravan, articulated vehicle 1,601 up to 4,500 kilograms gross vehicle weight. So, maano siya ang mga large trailers o mga caravan. Next is number 8. Articulated vehicle 4,501 kilograms and above gross vehicle weight. So, maano siya ang mga large semi-trailers or mga katawag o mga large delivery trucks na dyan. Now, let's proceed to driver's condition. So, in driver's condition, it is known as medical condition code. So, it is a designation on our driver's license that indicates we have a specific medical condition that may affect our driving capability. Now, the condition for driver's license holder while operating a motor vehicle are indicated as follows. So, first, letter A. So, these are for those people who have problems in the eye. Like for example, hanap ilang pananaw. So, they have to wear eyeglasses or corrective lenses for them to be able to drive safely. Next is B. So, this condition indicates the driver has a disability affecting their upper limbs, like for example, missing arms or limited hand functions. So, they need special equipment like adapted steering wheel or hand controls to operate safely. So, that is why they need to drive only with special equipment for upper limbs. So, number 3. So, same rin siya sa number 2. However, in number 3, they are for lower limbs such as missing legs or limited leg function. So, they need special treatment like adapted pedals. Next is number 4. So, number 4, which is D. So, these are for those people who also have problems in the eye or eye problems, which they can only drive at daytime because if kung gabi na possible na dili sila makakita and makalib og accidents. Next is lastly number 5, which is letter E. So these are for those people who have possible hearing problems. So they should be accompanied by a person with normal hearing or they should wear a hearing aid. Now that is all I think.